All right, and we are back again with a brand new episode of Another 24. I am your extremely handsome host, Taurus Montez, and today I have a very special guest in the building. Now, this guest is an R&B singer. She is a songwriter. She's a Spelman grad, okay, Spelman in the house. And she just released her brand new single, Here For Me. I have the one, the only, Miss Madyson Symphony. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Can't complain. Happy to have you in the building.
It's good to be here.
Yeah. Appreciate that. Now, I got to ask you, in the music, what were you listening to on the way over here?
Dustin Conrad, Whimsy.
Okay. All right.
Do you know what that is?
I don't, but it sounds good. Tell me about it.
It's his jazz deluxe album, Whimsy, but he released an album called Love on Digital. And absolutely loved it. He's an amazing artist. He's like in that camp with Kehlani and Isaiah Haran and a lot of other artists, but good music right
Dustin Conrad. I've definitely heard the name.
Okay.
And I will check him out. I'll check it out.
Whimsy. Check him out. Yes, Whimsy.
Okay. All right. Well, again, thank you for coming to the show and blessing us with your presence. Now, you are an R&B singer. Songwriter.
Yes.
Extremely talented.
Appreciate it.
Now, a lot of y'all R&B singers, I've interviewed a lot of y'all, and...
where are we going to go with this?
No, nothing bad. And, what I've come to realize is that there's always some music in the DNA, in the ancestry.
Yes.
So who was the songstress? Who was the musical genius in your family?
Oh, God. Well, it goes back a lot. I got my musical talent from my dad's side. Okay. But my mom's side, they can hold a note, so not too much on them. Okay. But it really comes from my father's side. From my father's side, actually.
Okay, granddaddy.
So my grandfather had a family of 13 children. So he was a pastor, and they all did music. My grandfather could play piano, organ, saxophone, guitar, whatever you wanted to play, he could do it. My uncles, I've had uncles in Chicago, like, if you know about like gospel music, Chicago Mass, New Direction, Joshua's Troop, all church musicians and singers. Aunts, singers, sing down. But on my grandmother's side, there's gospel as well. So have you heard of the Canton Spirituals? It's a quartet group.
The Canton Spirituals?
Yeah.
I haven't.
You know the song, I Gotta Clean Up? Yes! Okay, so those are my grandmother's cousins.
Really?
Yes. And
no
then,
way. That's crazy.
Oh, God. My grandfather, he has a cousin, and her daughter, Mignon, is in gospel industry, and she's an artist as well. So when I say it stretches out, it stretches out. My other cousin, I'm the oldest of the grandchildren. Okay. But the one after me, Phelan, is an artist as well. And so I grew up just singing with my family and learning music that way, even though I went to school for it, but my family is really my training ground. Okay.
So you grew up kind of in an ecosystem surrounded by just musical goodness.
Nonstop noise. But yes,
really? Yes. Okay. So when did you realize that you had the actual talent, that the genes were passed on to you?
At a very early age, because that one would put the camera on me and be like, Maddie, sing. I started around like 3. That's the most fond memory I have, is like sitting on her lap. 3 years old? Yeah, sitting on her lap and her being home from college.
And who was her?
My Tia, who's also my manager.
Okay. She's off camera.
Yes.
You gotta let people know.
Yes. Okay. My apologies. But she would record me and be like, Maddie, what are you gonna sing today? And that's honestly what made me continue like recording myself. I definitely got in that age where I was in school, I was playing basketball, so I was like, I'm playing basketball and I'm gonna be a doctor. Okay. I'm gonna do that. And so I wasn't recording myself for a while. And then I finally got back to it, and then ever since then, it just started growing and growing and growing. Okay, all right.
So a lot of times, when people are talented, sometimes, and I'm gonna throw myself in that group because I feel like I'm talented at something, but usually we're the last to know. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm sure that when you were singing, people were probably telling you, like, you sound good. Yes. And you probably like, me? So did you kind of have that disconnect where you were like...
Oh, absolutely.
You did? Okay.
It definitely happened in, like, middle school around that area because I was playing basketball, and that's what I was focused on. I was singing church, but that was the only place I was singing, and I was, like, kind of tired of it. So I was just focused on basketball. But recently it happened when I was in college, and I applied to Spelman as a biochem major because I swore up and down I was going to be a doctor. I was going to deliver babies.
Okay.
And I was going to, like, you know, sing here or there. And then Spelman told me I couldn't minor in music because I was like, I'll still just, like, play around with it. But they were like, you really can't have a minor being a biochem major because it's just so much work.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me change it to what I love next, which was math. And so...
You love math.
Yes, I love math.
Ugh.
Numbers. I'm a numbers girl.
Oh, my God.
But I enjoyed it, though. And, well, I enjoyed it up until I started majoring in it. Because I realized it wasn't my purpose. I was like, oh, so I'm really not supposed to do this. Because I was going to calc so irritated. I wasn't being the student I knew myself to be. So, like, I was, like, failing quizzes, and I wasn't doing my homework. I was like, I hate this. But when I got to my music classes, I loved it. And I was like, just make the switch. Everybody kept telling me to make the switch. My teachers, friends, family, they were like, so when are you going to change to music? But I was just so much in my head and, like, just scared because I was like, I'm at Spelman. I don't want to disappoint my parents being at this prestigious school and I'm studying music. But when I made the switch, they were like, okay, we already knew this was going to happen.
Wow, okay. So they were supportive in that decision.
You know, we be in our own way sometimes.
Right, yeah, that's a fact.
But I finally made the switch and life was a breeze and I enjoyed my time there.
Okay. So when you made this switch, because like you said, you loved math until up until you had to put that work in.
Yeah.
So was it the same? Did you have the same experience when switching over to music as a major?
No, actually, I would say the only hardship I had was being in theory, just because I was honestly just hard on myself because I knew music, but when it came to theory, I didn't grow up singing theory. Like, I grew up learning music by my aunt, my manager's sister, teaching me and saying, sing this part, and I would sing it. But then I came to Spelman, and I had to actually know, like, okay, what's the time signature? What are key changes? What's the circle of fifths? What's the circle of fourths? Yeah. But the cool thing about theory is that I got the love of math and music all in one. So it actually just, the more I practiced and learned, it became easy. But, you know, I'm the type of person where I don't like when something's hard. I pick up things easy, so when it becomes hard, I'll be ready to just throw it away. But I was like, no, we're not going to do that. We're actually going to work and study. So, yeah, I enjoyed it over time.
Okay, all right. Well, that's good. That's good that you enjoy, because a lot of musicians, you know, I used to do music as well. You know, I was producing, engineering, that kind of thing. And you would be surprised how many producers have no idea what theory is, don't know how to count measures, don't know what key they're in. So for you to actually have the technical knowledge behind it, I'm sure that gives you an advantage. And
that's why, like, when it came to studying music, I was like, I really don't need this for the music industry. But because of what you said, I feel like it should be necessary, because it'd be so many people in this field that don't know nothing. I'm like, you mean to tell me that you don't know what key we're in right now? You don't know what... But hey, that's neither here nor there.
Okay, all right. So when did you actually start to write and produce your own music? Like, do you remember when that switch happened, when you wrote your first song or your first...
I was like 13.
Okay.
I was 13 writing nonsense. Just writing what I felt at that age. But I would say I really didn't, like, start becoming a true writer and, like, really honing that area until maybe like 2 to 3 years ago, just because I was so focused on just like singing and like content. And I was like, okay, let me get my name out there. And then I was like, finally it's time for my original music. And I started writing, and I would show them to my manager, who also is talented and she knows music and knows how to write. She's like, we should think some more. We should just, you know, have some emotion. Because, okay, with me being a numbers girly, I'm also a very logical person, and I'm straight to the point. Okay. I wasn't the best at, like, English, although I had an A in it, but my essays were just, like, so to the point. I hated a number count. Like, oh, it needs to be 800 words. I can say this in 200. Why does it need to be that? But when I started learning how to write, I was like, okay, I can't just be straightforward with the music. I have to actually find creative ways to say what I want to say without actually just saying that. So, yeah, I started 3 years ago. I'm still working on it now, just trying to be more creative with my words. But, yeah, I started then, and I'm still training that thing up to this day.
Yeah, you got to pull that thesaurus out.
Yes.
Learn some descriptive language. So, you know, you present yourself as, you know, very put together, very educated, very very sophisticated.
Oh, thank you. I try.
Very respectable. So how does your actual personality and your real what happened, Dustin?
I'm sorry.
Was it me?
No.
Oh, okay.
Because I know where this question is going, and let me tell you.
Okay.
People be like, "Oh, Maddie, she's like really chill. She's quiet." I'm a nut job. Behind closed doors, I am a complete lunatic. My family knows me. I'm usually the chaos of the family gatherings. I'm the drama. I'm the chaos. I am the goofball. I don't know. I just love being around my family. I love making them laugh. And honestly, it really don't even be on purpose. I'm just like a awkward, goofy black girl. So like, honestly, I could be dead serious with my family and they'll laugh in my face because they don't take me serious. Like, they're like, Maddie, you're not serious. I'm like, guys, no, this time, like, I'm dead serious. But yeah, that's really me. And I'm trying to, let that side out more, especially like on social media, but I feel like I already give them so much. I'm like, do you really have to know who I really am behind this camera?
Authenticity,
But
that's one of the big things. That's one of the big things these days.
And like now with social media, now everybody's like, get ready with me. They're showing every aspect of their life, so people expect it.
Yeah, I ain't doing all that.
And exactly, a small part of me really feels like I was doing music in that era of mysterious. Like you couldn't find out about an artist until you read a magazine or like saw an interview. But now
it's just different.
Everybody wants to know what I'm up to and what I'm doing. So yeah.
So how does that goofball drama side, how does that present itself in your music?
Oh, that's good. I don't think I've presented that side of my music yet. And I feel like I need to find a way to do that. I feel like, oh gosh. In my music, I'm just trying to come off as Madyson Symphony and not as Maddie. So I haven't put that in my music yet, but that's a great question.
Yeah.
I'll try to see how I can put that in there.
So just based, I'm gonna just ask, I'm gonna just throw this out there. Because you seem like a Rick and Morty type of person. You like Rick and Morty?
Oh, Rick and Morty? Here's the thing. I haven't watched that, but I do love The Amazing World of Gumball. I love South Park.
Okay.
God.
Okay. It's in the same vein.
Yes, American Dad too. I need to watch Rick and Morty.
Okay. Yeah, the reason why I asked that is because I could see you, having a Rick and Morty
I have a
reference in your music.
Yes, I'm like do you like The Office?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Office.
Parks and Rec. Yeah, stuff like that.
See?
Okay.
Yes, that's my type of humor. But
yeah, that dry, sarcastic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You get it. You get it. Yes.
Okay, all right. But sticking on the subject of your music, how would you describe your sound?
I would say my sound is it's like silk. It's very smooth. I get told all the time like I have a buttery tone. I feel like I'm that type of just like vibe. If I could describe it in colors, it's like a plum, a maroon, a navy blue, maybe like a burnt orange. I feel like right now I'm just that sultry vibe of music. But I do have some, pop stuff, some turn-up music coming out soon. So I'm not just gloomy vibes,
Right.
I still have some brightness to me, of course.
Okay. All right. So who are some of your favorite or some of your influences musically, aside from your family? We know the family.
Okay, number one, Brandy.
Okay. All right.
Number two, I would say Beyonce. People may not see that in me, or they'll be like, really? But I grew up I still to this day, I love Beyonce. I grew up singing songs I should not have been singing. My manager Tia, she would have Deja Vu or Crazy in Love on, and I would be doing the full choreography at the age of 3. Should not have been crawling on the floor, popping it, dropping it like it's hot, but hey, that's what it called for, and I'm a performer, so that's what I did. Okay. But yes, Beyonce, Brandy, Layla Hathaway, India Arie. Okay. I know I'm naming a lot of women, but I grew up on black women in music. But I still listen to like Tank, Joe, all that. I still love them as well, but I really find my true inspiration from those women in music.
So when you listen, when you think back of some of your favorite songs growing up, do you think it was more of the vocal ability, like them belting out notes, or is it Is it the cadence? Is it the melody, the beat? What do you think it was
so good.
that gravitated you towards?
I feel like just as being a human being, we all gravitate to the beat first.
Mm-hmm.
So like, it was honestly just the music, but also just growing up in the church environment. It definitely had a lot to do what I heard musically and vocally.
Right.
So like being in that church environment, of course I'm gonna be in love with Brandy. Of course I'm gonna be in love with Jasmine Sullivan, Whitney Houston, Beyonce as well. But yeah, for me as a little girl, I was trying to emulate that sound. And I would, oh gosh, Deja Vu by Beyonce, to this day, that gets me going. And I still try to sing that song. I don't think people understand how high Beyonce is singing in that song, but she's in the sky. And to this day, it's just amazing. But yeah, as a little girl, it was really, the beat, of course, got me, but it was trying to just sound like them, honestly.
Okay, all right. Now, a lot of people who, you know, grew up in the church or, you know, adjacent to the church, you know, sometimes they, not them themselves, but they may come from a background that may be kind of adverse to secular music. Did you run into any of that, being that your family's so musical?
I would say that is more of an outside thing. People on social media that are in church, like I get so many comments like, please only use your voice for God. Don't sing secular music. Don't do that. And I'm just like, well, so sorry to tell you, bud. But if you scroll a couple pages down, I'm definitely singing about weed or something else. But like, in my family, I was exposed to all music. So like, even though my grandfather was a pastor, my grandmother was a first lady, my grandmother would bring out her dusties, as she would call them, and we would have R&B playing in the house, jazz. On my dad, I would have rock, folk, all different types. And then I also grew up in a small town, Bloomington, Illinois. And hearing on the radio, you're going to get every genre of music you can think of. So I didn't have that problem in my family. I thank God, because there are other artists, you know, that come from that background and it's not really supported. But for my family, it's definitely supported. Now, from outsiders, you know, there are some problems here or there, but for the most part, everybody's supportive.
Okay. So what do you feel that the gospel side of music taught you about this profession, about music in general?
Whew. I would say the gospel side, it did not teach me music business, but it taught me music theory. It really trained my ear. I came to Spelman just knowing how to learn music by ear, knowing how to replicate whatever I hear. And so I would say it really taught me how to sing. Honestly, just growing up in the choir and singing with my family, there was no, oh, I can't do it, I can't sing it. No, you're gonna sing it. And when people, like, I post videos of like theory stuff or like music tech stuff on my page, and people ask me like, okay, well, how do you do a harmony? How do you do a run? And I feel so bad because I can't really explain it to them because it's growing up in that environment. And with it being a God-given talent, I really can't think of a time where I couldn't do it, if that makes sense. So like, I just grew up in that area where if we're learning total praise, you better sing your part and hold your note and not go to the alto or the tenor. You better sing that soprano. And that's just what I grew up on. And I'm thankful for it because it really taught me how to hold my own when I'm in the studio doing BGV stuff for other people or just creating my own music. Like, the reason why I create harmonies the way I do is because of that environment. The reason why I sing the way I do is because of that environment. And I'm truly grateful for my upbringing, honestly. I don't know where I would be without it.
Hey man, shout out to the family. Shout out to the family.
Love y'all.
Now, you know, being an artist, and I always mix these up. Okay, being an artist is either left brain or right brain. I don't know which one. I think it's left brain.
It is?
Or is it right brain?
It's right.
It's right brain. Okay.
I didn't know that. Oh my God,
being
I learned something new.
Is right brained.
Okay.
But you also have a technical side that you're very proficient in, and you love math.
I do.
But that's left side, I believe. Yeah, that's the opposite. So how do you feel like you are able to connect both of those sides of your brain? Because to me, I'm more creative. I'm more right brain. Like, if you give me like that, you remember when we had to do the multiplication, the time?
Oh my God, yes. I will
my God.
whoop all of y'all in this room with that.
Like-
I will whoop all of y'all. That was my favorite thing.
I really I had to practice on the weekends
Oh, I'm sorry.
to finish it in
See,
time.
I was the type to get done and slam my paper on the table so everybody could know that I was done before everybody in the room.
Yeah, and everybody would be mad at you in
Oh,
my
well,
class.
so be
Everybody
it,
would
so
be mad
be
at you.
it.
But how do you feel like you connect both of those sides of the brain? Because they're two opposite things.
They are. I feel like I connect them with the way I record.
Mm-hmm.
So, like for me, being a numbers person, I'm serious on how many times I stack a vocal. So, like, and for me, there's no such thing as too much stacking. So if the dog can't hold it, if Pro Tools shut down after that 10th stack,
Right.
I guess I'm gonna just have to narrow it down to like 8 for each part, or maybe like 4. But that's how I incorporate math into my recording. Also, I don't know, it's just something about looking at a Pro Tools session and seeing everything like cut neatly and everything in order.
God.
And honestly, the way it looks, now this may sound crazy, but when you like zoom out and you see all the stacks, it looks like a diagram, like a graph.
Okay.
And I just like a charted graph, and I'm like, I just made an equation. Like, I just made a graph right now. And it's just, I don't know, it's just so pleasing to the eye. And I'm also very, like, just nitpicky and type A about, like, certain things being in place and just in order. So I feel like that's where it comes in. But I also feel like my math part can also be kind of bad sometimes because I want everything to be so perfect and just, the way I want it to be. But with art comes freedom. And sometimes things are messy, and sometimes things can't be as perfect, but sometimes the mess is better than perfection.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I feel like that's where I incorporate it. I do feel like I have to do better with the way I incorporate it in my emotion side rather than my creativity side, though.
What you mean?
Because, like, with me, people that are, like, big on numbers and just, like, things being as is,
Right.
it's kind of hard for them to let go of that and just like be okay with going with the flow.
Right.
And I have to learn to do that with music because I just like everything to be structured, or I like to, like when I record, I like to do it a certain way first. Like I'm going to record it all the way through first, then I'll go here, then I go there. But when I work with other people, I'm like, okay, you record that way. Okay. Let me try to be open to that.
Right.
And yeah.
Different strokes for different folks.
Exactly. And I was not a group person in school. I love to do projects by my lonesome, or if I wasn't a group, everybody let me do everything and you just put your name on it afterwards because I
would have loved being in a group with you.
You see, people love being in a group with me. They would be like, I'm gonna be with Madyson because they knew I was gonna get it done. But yeah, I'm just trying to learn how to take the chains off a little bit and just be a little bit more loosey-goosey.
Right.
Free.
Yeah, I think, with music, a lot of music, music is communication, number one.
Yeah.
But a lot of it is communicating feeling more so than just words
Exactly.
and an exact formula. So, feelings are nebulous. Sometimes it's this, sometimes it's that. It's not always going to fit in a neat little box.
Right. That's what I'm trying to work on my songwriting in. Because I'm like, whoo, them emotions.
Right.
Gotta let them free. I just can't be robotic. Oh, God.
Okay.
But yeah.
All right, so tell me a little bit, because like I was saying, I did music too. So tell me a little bit about your DAWs and your softwares that you're using. I started on, to be honest, I really started on PreSonus Studio One.
Okay.
Then I went to Reason.
Oh.
Then I went to Logic.
Okay.
And then I ended off on FL.
Of course.
So tell me about your softwares of choice.
So I prefer Pro Tools. That's what I was taught. My uncle actually let me get a hold of his Pro Tools, and so I started on there first. And then when I got to Spelman, they started teaching in Logic. And I knew of Logic because it's kind of similar to GarageBand.
Right.
So when I had like my little iPod, I would like work in GarageBand and everything. So I was like, okay, this is nothing new really. But I only use Logic because I had to use it for those projects.
Okay.
So, but on my own time, I use Pro Tools. And I also had the chance to study at Berkeley for a couple of months through an exchange program. And they taught through Pro Tools, which I was like, praise be. Because I got to take so many cool classes and just learn new stuff. But when I got back from that, Spelman actually implemented Pro Tools. And then I got Pro Tools certified there. And I was like, fantastic, this is great. But Pro Tools, Pro Tools, Pro Tools, Pro Tools, Pro Tools, Pro Tools, Pro Tools. Yes, there's Logic. Yes, there's Ableton, all that. Pro Tools is just that girl.
And what do you? And you're in Pro Tools. You're just recording. You're not producing.
No. Okay. Now I will admit, when I'm producing, I'm in Logic.
Okay. All right.
But
all right.
when it comes to recording and mixing and doing the final finishes, touches, mixing, mastering, all that, Pro Tools all day.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, my one of my guys, I might have to introduce you to him, Jay Kiss, if you don't know him already. He produces in Pro Tools.
See, that's absolutely insane to me. I learned how to do it.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, bruh,
it's just too much. I learned how to do it, but like, it's just a lot. It's unnecessary. And I'm a visual person, and trying to visualize and like just produce in Pro Tools, it kind of gives me like a brain aneurysm. I'm like, what is going on? I'm about to, my body's going to take a screenshot right now. I don't know what's going on. But Logic, it just, I don't know. It's just so much easier. Like,
yeah. It's like, it's designed for that. It's designed for music production.
Exactly. Like automation and like all that, the great stuff, MIDI, quantize and all that stuff. It's perfect. What's it called? It's, I think it's called Beat Detective or Rhythm Detective in Pro Tools to quantize and everything. Hate it. No. Boo. Boo. Like, we gotta, if Avid sees this, Avid Pro Tools, if you're watching this, let's go ahead and find a different way to just like change the production in Pro Tools. I love y'all down, but if we could just get that production side up to par,
just put us on the board of the corporation. Let us make the decisions. All right. We know
the company
what's
would
best.
just skyrocket.
Now, I had a question I was going to ask you, a follow-up question to that. Dang, it was about, anyway, okay.
It's okay, it'll come back.
My question after that, I remember that one for some reason. But do you know your vocal chain by heart?
Yes, I do.
You're not going to share it with us?
Yeah, I don't think I would. Now that I was about to be so eager and be like, yes, I do it, blah. And then I said, wait a minute. You got to pay for that.
What are your favorite plugins?
So my favorite plugins right now are, here's the thing. Till this day, I don't know how to pronounce this, but Antares. See, you got it. Yeah. But they have their auto-tune line, but it has your compression, your EQ, all that. They have this thing called noise gate in there. Okay. And is it noise gate or it's something? But it takes the background noise, like it'll study the file first, and then it'll take like the buzzing or like popping or random stuff out. And it's just like, and it even takes room noise out. I'm like, God, you're amazing. Whoever did this, it's a blessing. But yes, I really love their stuff, and I'm still getting into more plugins now. So if y'all have some out there, drop them below. Let me know something. I'll try it out. But those are my favorite right now.
Okay, all right. Shout out to them. You know, I was using, I don't know if people still use Omnisphere?
I don't know if they still use it.
That's when I was producing music back then. I was using that.
You talking about back then, like it was like 30 years ago.
Man, it ain't that long ago, but I ain't produced music in a minute. But yeah, Omnisphere was that one back in the day.
I've heard of it. I haven't used it though.
You haven't? No, okay. Mm-mm. Well, yeah, I mean, it's more of a production.
See, I'm trying to get into that bag. I've started, but I don't think I'm confident enough yet to share it with other people. But we're going to get there.
Okay. So what is, being an artist, there are several different components to your profession. You have the writing, you have the production, you have the studio performance, you have the on-stage performance, you have the videos, you have all of these things. What's your favorite part of the whole process of being an artist, you think?
Ooh, my favorite part has to be the music, obviously, like just recording. One thing about me, if you put me in a dark, lit room with an interface, a computer, and a mic, you just leave me there. Leave me there and let me be. I'll be A-okay. But outside of that, I think I like I like the photo shoots. I would say I like the curation of the project. So like once everything's recorded, I like trying to find like, okay, what's the visuals gonna be? What's the styling? And being an independent artist, you have to do all that on your own. So like this past project, like I styled myself, did my makeup. I ended up not doing my hair this time, but I did my hair this time for this. Cause I was like, I gotta make sure I look right for this. But I would say it's that aspect of it, like just building the look together. That's my next favorite part. Mm-hmm. Yes. But honestly, I enjoy it all. Yeah, there's parts where it's like, oh, let's be done.
It's a real job, too.
Yeah, it is. But overall, I enjoy it. And I always say it's better to be stressed doing what you want to do rather than being stressed doing something that you don't want to do. So
that's a fact.
I'll take that headache all day before I take something else.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I mean, you might as well, like you said, be stressed doing something you love. Mm-hmm. You know. Now, speaking of, technology and the technical side of things, mm-hmm. AI has infiltrated its way into music and artistry, and your face says it all.
Yes, it
But
has.
I'll ask you anyway, how do you feel about AI artists and AI-generated creations?
One, AI artist, boo. AI generated creations, I'll say this first. I don't like AI at all after like finding out that it uses water to like produce whatever people like render and everything. Absolutely unnecessary. Now, if AI did not waste our water to create these creations, I understand it from a producer and songwriter standpoint if you cannot sing. But I'm also kind of like on the fence about it because then that takes opportunities away from demo singers and session singers. So I like the idea. I think it's very helpful, but I don't think that it is something that needs to be relied on in this creation process because it's taking jobs away from people, and a computer really can't create the true emotion and feeling of art. Mm-hmm. So I'm not really fond of it. I also don't like AI artists because, one, you're taking space away from real artists, and two, you're also taking voices from artists that are already creating music and mushing them all together to create a sound of another artist. Right. Like, some of this AI music, I can tell that you took Kehlani, Brandy, Beyonce, Tori Kelly's voice, put it all together to create your own R&B artist, and that's not fair. Right. And that's the scary part about AI. You can literally take, outside of music, you can take an image of somebody, their voice and everything, and create whatever you want to create. Mm-hmm. And now it's getting scary because like there's so many things online where it's like, okay, is this real? Is it not? Me, I clock it all day. I can clock the sound. I can clock the visual. Now, for our older saints, God bless their heart, child, my aunts and grandmother be like, did you see so-and-so? I'm like, Grandma, that's fake. Right. That was not real at all. First of all, the person has 3 fingers. So what are we getting at here? Right. Like, it's not real. It's not real at all. But yeah, I do not support it. I think that it's a nice tool that can help you out here or there, but putting out a whole artist, putting out music, taking people's voices, I'm not here for it. Nah.
Mm-hmm. So you think that if AI could somehow perfectly mimic your voice, do you think you would ever use it?
Absolutely not. No, because I think it's a crutch. Like, I love technology. That's what my degree is in. However, I don't like when we use it for everyday use. I'm an artist. My purpose is to sing. Why would I let a computer sing when that's supposed to be my job? Mm-hmm. So, and then it's like, oh, you can use demos. If you're a singer, you should need to sing the demo. Right. And like, if you're a songwriter, I get for like, if you need an idea, give me an idea and like building it off of that. But like fully building something out of what AI or ChatGPT is telling you, that's crazy. Because it's like, it's not even a pure idea. And then also it's like, it's crippling you in your mind. Like, child, the children nowadays can't even write an essay. They let ChatGPT think for them. I'm like, it's simple. If Johnny has 5 apples, come on now. Like, you don't need ChatGPT for this. So I just feel like it's not good for the evolution of humanity. Brains are about to deteriorate because of AI, because they don't have to think. It's just, Nah.
Just a net negative, huh?
Yeah, I'm not here for it. And then also, it's just very dangerous. And I don't know. Like, I can kind of see how it's helpful, but just don't rely on it. And stop using up our water. What are we doing? Like, what are we doing?
Right. Oh, man. You're right. You're right. Yeah, AI, like you said, it is helpful. I mean, for artists, being an artist is never going to replace artists, number one. I mean, it can't because, like you said, it's already drawing
but
from...
But they did sign an AI artist.
Yeah, I saw that. But who do you pay? Like, who do you...
They paying the girl that's putting the info into the ChatGPT and getting the songs.
Hey, I might have
she
to...
had like $1 million... No.
I might have to make me one. All I got to do is type some... Hey, I don't know. Come on now.
You gonna say that in front of an artist? You're gonna say that in front of a real artist? Wow.
We'll put you on the song. We'll feature you on it.
No, I don't want to be featured. I don't want no parts. You can leave me out of it. I don't.
Nah, never mind. I guess that was a bad idea. You're
Terrible.
right.
Terrible.
All right. So I want to talk a little bit about performances. You know, getting on stage, that's a big part of your job, a big part of your profession. Do you remember your first performance?
Honestly, okay. My first performance as an artist, which is gonna sound crazy, I got to sing with Adam Blackstone. He came here to kick off his it was his jazz album. Yes, a jazz album that he had here at Smith's Old Smith's Bar. I think it's Smith's Old Bar. But that was my first ever performance. He saw a video of me on Instagram and DM'd me.
What?
Now, here's the thing. Woo! I'm a little young whippersnapper, guys. So when he DM'd me, I screenshot and I sent to my manager, and I was like, hey, so this guy Adam Blackstone said he wants to, to like get together and wants me to sing and everything. And she was like, what? What are you talking about? Oh my God! Adam Blackstone! And I was like, yeah. And she was like, do you know who that is? I was like, well, yeah, I know. Like, he's like done the tours and like music for like Rihanna and Jay-Z. She's like, Madyson, look up Adam Blackstone right now. So I did my research and everything. I said, oh, okay. But like growing up, I really wasn't like deep into like who is behind like the music production. I was like looking at songwriters and like producers, but like when it came to like tours and like shows, I wasn't really deep into it then. And I was like, oh, this is a very big deal. And, we chatted up. He came to Atlanta. He said that he wanted me to perform. And what was so funny is when I got there, he was like, are you signed to a label? And I was like, no, I'm independent. He was like, well, I just like, we were texting your team and everything. I was like, hey, team. There's one lady, me and one lady. That's the team. I am not signed. But he thought that like I was like a signed artist and I was like doing this. And I was like, no, this is my first ever performance. He was like, that explains why you're so nervous. So like I could tell that you're like a little like, just standoffish a little bit. I was like, yeah, kind of shaking in my boots here, bud. But it was great. I loved the opportunity. I put it on YouTube, and I'm very proud of that moment because, child.
I mean, for your first performance
here's the thing. It's Adam Blackstone show. So Adam Blackstone is not the only, like, well-known person in music in the room.
Right.
I'm literally looking at an audience of just, like, people on the Recording Academy, Grammy voters, other artists, just people that I grew up listening to, people that I, am inspired by. And I'm just like, oh, here I am, little old me. Till this day, I don't know why I was even on that stage. But what I will say is like that moment and so many other amazing moments I had let me know that I'm walking in my purpose and I made the right decision to study music, because after I made that switch, everything just started falling out of thin air. I was like, how and why is this even happening? Because honestly, I wasn't qualified to be in that room. I'm a little girl who was a sophomore in college who just makes videos in her room and posts them. And I'm here with people who have been in this industry, been dying to be on this stage, have been working in this industry for like 20 plus years, and they haven't even been on the stage with Adam. And I'm just like...
Yeah, you skipped some steps, yeah.
I want...
100 of them.
That's why like when people ask about my journey, I'm like, it's honestly unorthodox. Like, it's just diabolical. I don't have an explanation for what's going on, but I just know it's all God, clearly, because it's not logic at this point. It's not logic. But truly grateful for that moment, and yeah, I had a good time. That was fun.
Yeah. So how did he explain how he happened upon your page?
Yes, he did. He actually introduced me and was like, this girl I found on social media and just tone, sweet as butter. Like, she's singing all these songs that she shouldn't even know, and I had to bring her here. So honestly, it was low-key like a showcase, because it's not like I chose, well, we got to choose the songs I wanted to sing, but basically it was like a game where he would play a bass line to a song, and I would be like, oh, I know this, and I would like sing the song, and we did it for like 3 to 4 songs, and yeah, it was very fun. And Adam was like very sweet, so like even though he's like that big guy in the music industry, so sweet, so kind, love his team, and I felt comfortable, like, as when we had the rehearsal and like the more we got into the show, I was like, I'm just performing with one of my uncles at this point. I felt like I was like with my family on stage. So yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah. I bet for that to be your first performance, I bet every other performance after that, you're like, yeah, I can do this. This is nothing.
No, not quite. Not quite. Like, absolutely not. No matter how big or small the stage is, I'm always nervous or shaking in my boots. But what's crazy is I randomly find, like, that boost of confidence once I'm in the act. Like, once I'm in action, I'm like, okay, this is, like, what I've done. Like, this is what 80 sessions, practice, rehearsal, this is what it all came to be. Here it is. But, like, that before moment, child, I be shaking. Yeah. I shake so bad, and I feel like people can hear it when I sing, but when I listen back to the audio, I'm like, oh, you can't hear a single thing, because I feel like I sound like a sheep up there, because how fast I be shaking, like, but I actually don't, and thank God for that.
All right, so you were a hooper. I'm sure, do you pick up the ball every now and then?
Yes, obviously I have to. Like, one year it doesn't always go away. But for fun, like when I go to the gym, I always play. When I go back home, I play with my little brother. My little brother plays basketball now, and he's about to graduate. Oh, God, yes, he's about to graduate. But yes, I go back home. We actually played against our parents, and ooh, child, that was a time. That was fun. That was fun. But yeah, I love the game. I always will. I knew, like, coming out of high school, I didn't want to be in the WNBA, and so I didn't, like, go to school for it. I had, like, chances to go to college to play basketball, but I was like, nah. And as soon as I got that virtual blue letter at the time, I was like, well, I'm going to Spelman. Yeah. So basketball was out the way.
Okay. So, speaking of basketball, who's your favorite player? Your favorite player is who?
Are you shaking your Kobe mug in my face? Well, suck to say it, bud, but it's not Kobe. I love him, though. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. I love Kobe. Absolutely.
You just
love
say
him.
He's not the GOAT.
But he is one of the GOATs. There's multiple GOATs. How about that? There isn't just one.
Who's your
GOAT?
GOAT?
My GOAT, personally, is the LeBron James.
Okay, all right. I'm not mad at that.
Both on the Lakers.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at it. Okay.
But he's not, Kobe's not my GOAT. He's one of the GOATs, but he's not my GOAT. My personal GOAT is LeBron James. Love him down. Been watching him when he was on Miami Heat, and then he went back to Cleveland, and then all that controversy, but that's my guy.
Okay.
He's like my uncle in my heart. He doesn't know me at all, but if you see this, hey.
Shout out to LeBron. So you recently dropped Here For Me, your most recent single. Can you tell us a little bit about what the process was writing and putting out that song, recording?
Yes. So my producer, Wyndham, loves to name his tracks. So he was like, hey, I had something that I made. Just let me know what you think. And it was titled Here For Me. And so I took a listen to it, and I was like, oh, my goodness. And I just kept singing the title over and over and over. And he does, like, certain changes in the song. So I just followed the melody. And, yeah, that's honestly how the song was made. And the title is actually the hook. So I was like, okay, we have a hook there. That's one thing about me when it comes to writing. I'll find a hook and a pre-hook like that. But when it comes to them verses, good God almighty, I'm like, okay, brain, think, what are we going to say? But just hearing the title Here For Me, I thought of my family, because they're in Illinois. I'm here. I've been here for like 5 years now. And so I've had like so many opportunities to perform and other things that they weren't able to just, get on the plane and just come here. So I know that even in the far away, which is the first line of the first verse, they're still here. And I know they're supporting me and everything. But personally, I also like to write loosely. So it's honestly like, I thought of my family, but I was like, how can I make it into a love song? And so it's like family plus love, but some other people think of God or omnipresence. Other people think of a best friend. So that was my purpose of writing it, but I just love when other people can create their own interpretations, because that's what art is all about,
Right, yeah,
you know?
for sure.
Don't want people to just be like, oh, this is strictly about this. There are some songs that I write that are strictly about one thing, but the past 2 songs that I have out right now, they're whatever people, want them to be.
Yeah, okay. Well, shout out to Hear From Me. We gonna blast that when we leave today. That's what I'm about to be listening to. All right, so this has been a pretty, deep conversation and pretty serious to me.
Yes.
A little.
Is it time to let loose a little bit?
Yeah, a little levity here and there.
Okay.
But we're gonna make it a little bit more fun. All right.
Okay.
So I got some questions for you, my sister.
Uh-oh.
All right. So this one's actually not a question, but it's more like a game.
Okay.
Right? So you're gonna have to rank these R&B artists without knowing who's coming next. All right? So I'm gonna name an artist. You're gonna put them on a rank between 1 and 5 without knowing the next person I'm gonna say. All right?
You know what? Okay. We can do this. We can definitely do this.
We can do this. It's only 5.
It's only 5.
It's only 5. It's not that much, right?
It's only 5.
Right.
Guys, once again, I don't know who's coming next.
Right.
I don't know who's coming next, so.
All right.
Woo.
So first up, we have Miguel.
5.
Okay. All right. Miguel at 5. All right. Next up, we have Brandy.
I want to put her at number 1, but I don't know who's coming. Because here's the thing. I don't know who you're going to say, but if you say like Whitney Houston or like Celine Dion or somebody, I got to put them at number 1. So we're going to... but then again, you're giving me new age artists right now, even though it's only 2 artists. Let me just be statistics.
It's your list. No wrong answer.
Miguel is 5. Going off of the first choice, I doubt you're going to have Whitney Houston on the list because it just wouldn't make sense, technically speaking. And so...
That's the math brain. That's the math
Yes. And so you have okay, Miguel to Brandy. There's a wide range in between the 2. We're just going to put her at number 1.
Okay. Brandy's number 1. All right. Next, we have Chris Brown.
Brandy at number 1. Chris Brown loves Brandy, and like you can actually hear her like in his music, and like also my childhood, and then also it's Chris Brown, and then also we'll just put him at 2.
Okay.
We'll put him at 2.
All right. Next up, Beyonce.
See? I was gonna put Chris Brown at 3 at first, and Beyonce's at 3. But if I would have known, guys, she would have been at 2 for me, and then it would have been Chris Brown at 3.
And last, we got Whitney Houston.
Oh my God! No.
Yes,
you picked that because I said her.
I promise you, it's on the list right there.
It is on the list. Oh my goodness.
So she's number 4.
You did not just do this to me.
She's your 4th favorite singer.
Guys, no. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I did not know who was coming next. Oh my! You set me up.
It was just a question. It was just a question.
And you know that was really good because for you to start at Miguel, because what? Like just out of nowhere and then have
Miguel belongs. He belongs up there. Miguel is legendary.
Okay, Miguel is legendary, but on
5.
the list with Brandy, Beyonce, Whitney Houston, and Chris Brown.
Y'all sleeping on Miguel.
You met okay.
All right, that's
what?
cool. She's number 4. That's not bad.
You said that is terrible.
Out of hundreds of thousands of artists.
Because here's the thing.
4.
Here's the thing. The way social media works, somebody could. I mean, I know you're gonna edit this, but somebody could be like, Madyson Symphony says that when Houston is number 4, and you know what? It's okay. It's okay. This was a setup. This was a setup.
It's all good. It's all good. Don't worry about it. It was just blame me.
Woo.
Just blame me. Y'all. It's my
They're
fault.
going to. I'm not going down for this at all.
All right, so next we have a little versus, a little this or that. Nice, friendly competition.
Can I know what's coming next, though? Or is this a blind side, too?
It's going to be this one versus that one, and you pick which one. All right, you ready?
Yes.
All right, these are classic R&B albums.
Ooh,
right?
okay.
All right, we got My Life versus Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
Okay, all right. We got Music Soul Child, I Just Want to Sing, or Usher 8701.
I gotta think of, okay, wait, am I able to...
No, you gotta pick one.
But am I able to, like, go to my Apple Music real quick just to... Okay, can you, like, tell me, because here's the thing. I just need to know the songs that are on these albums. I just need to refresh my memory of the songs that are on these albums so I can pick.
Okay, all right, hold on, real quick. I'll tell you two songs.
Oh,
for
that's
the sake
so sweet of you.
For the sake of time.
Two songs? Okay,
Yeah, two songs off each one.
Can the two songs be, like, the biggest songs on the album?
All right, Usher's You Remind Me and You Got It Bad.
Okay.
So you remember that?
Yes.
Okay. And this man spelled this so crazy. I Just Want to Sing. Yeah, why?
Oh, yeah.
And that one had Just Friends and Love on it.
Just because of what I grew up listening to, I listened to both of them.
Mm-hmm.
But I heard more music than Usher.
Okay.
And so I'm going to have to go with music.
All right. It's no wrong answer. Answer.
But Usher's a legend.
Yeah, of course. And you in his city, so you
just
got
exactly. I'm trying. Let me save myself.
All right, next we got Songs in the Key of Life versus Off the Wall, Michael Jackson.
You really are grinding my gears. You're grinding.
It's all in good
You're grinding
fun.
them.
It's all
okay.
fun.
Woo. Michael. I love Michael. I love him down. But when it comes to what what really inspires me, it's gonna be Stevie. It's gonna be Songs in the Key. But Michael.
That's a hard choice. I know.
It is a hard choice because I'm inspired by both, but I'm gonna have to pick Stevie.
Okay, that's not bad. Listen, it's okay. It's not bad. All right, next we got Dangerously in Love versus Emancipation of Mimi.
I'm gonna have to do Dangerously in Love.
Say it with your chest.
Dangerously in Love.
Okay, all right. We got SZA Control versus Summer Walker Over It.
Now this is gonna sound crazy.
Okay.
Because I love SZA's songwriting, but people are gonna be like, how do you know what she's saying? Because sometimes we don't know what SZA be saying. But when you look at the lyrics, like, she really is, like, speaking. Mm-hmm. And I love both, but I'm going to have to pick SZA's Control.
Okay. It's okay. It's all right.
I don't like picking sides, as you can tell.
You're not picking sides. You like both of them, but you just have to pick one.
I'm the person where I just can't pick sides, honestly.
Math brain. Just, maybe come up with a formula to pick your favorite.
You know what?
Yeah. All right, next. Butterfly versus Aaliyah.
I'm going to have to do Aaliyah.
Aaliyah, okay.
The production and just like...
okay.
Just amazing.
Yeah.
This sucks, though, because I respect Mariah Carey all day.
Of course.
You're making me look like a bad person. You know what? It's not me, guys. It's not me.
All right. Never Say Never, your favorite, Brandy, versus Miss Thing, Monica. Okay, all right. I already know you. Brandy. All right, next we got Voodoo by D'Angelo or Maxwell's
Voodoo.
Urban. Okay, all right.
Sorry, I love Maxwell, but
picked
Voodoo.
that one pretty quick.
Voodoo.
All right, next we got Channel Orange, Frank Ocean versus Kaleidoscope Dream, Miguel.
If you don't pick Frank Ocean, bud.
If you don't pick
sorry.
Miguel, wow.
I'm gonna have to do Frank Ocean.
All right. All right, we got Diary of Alicia Keys versus Songs in A Minor. 2 Alicia Keys albums.
I'm gonna do Songs in A Minor.
Okay.
Cause I like that project, and then also I'm kind of biased to the key A minor. So.
Okay. All right. Is that fair though?
It's
your choice.
It's your choice.
Okay.
It's a great key.
All right, and last we got Her, Volume 1 versus Freudian by Daniel Caesar.
Her.
All day, every day?
Her. Yeah. Her.
Okay. All right, so that was it. you're out of the hot seat now.
Oh my God, but this is a digital front print. Guys, I swear to God that I love all of you. This was just all fun and games.
I'm about to edit this so crazy.
No!
Woo!
See? Oh, gosh.
All right, now the name of this show is called Another 24.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why it's called Another 24 because, that's one of the biggest blessings that we can get, the biggest, another day of life.
Yes.
It's the one thing that everybody on the face of the earth can agree on. We don't agree on much.
Yes.
Like, you don't really like Miguel that much, but it's okay.
No, I do like Miguel.
No,
You're just
okay.
giving me
Right.
options that I prefer Bill more.
But it's the one thing that everybody on earth wants, which is another day of life, another day to, talk to the family, to chase their dreams, to do whatever it is you want to do. So I would like for you, because it's a young woman who's coming up watching everything that you're doing.
Yes.
She sees Miss Madyson Symphony doing her thing on stages, in the studio, putting out singles, and she wants to be just like you when she grows up. So if you could talk to that young lady for 30 seconds to give her some words of encouragement, look right in that camera and talk to her.
Okay. What I would say is it's okay to be scared, but do it scared, okay? Don't let fear keep you from being in the act. Just go for it. Also, do more than you think. Thinking too hard on it is going to make you not want to do it, make you throw it away. Just do. Don't be afraid. What else would I say? Just go for it. Go for your dreams. It's okay to have passions, but know the difference between your passion and your purpose. I like doing hair. It's a passion of mine, but my purpose is not to be a hairstylist. I love basketball. I like to play. It's a passion of mine, but my purpose is not to be in the WNBA. So make sure you find that difference and always choose your purpose. When you walk in your purpose, everything will be aligned. Your gift will truly make room for you. I am a testimony of that. I am an example. I have no idea how I done some of the things I was supposed to do. It was obviously not me. It was truly God, but it's because I walked in my purpose and I was obedient. So be obedient, walk in your purpose, and you're going to be great. You're going to be amazing.
All right, now last question. I know this might be hard, but what is your most, I would say your favorite or your go-to Bible verse?
Oh, Hebrews 12:11. For at this moment, all discipline seems painful rather than pleasant. However, later on, it produces a seed of righteousness and peace for those who are trained by it. So stay disciplined, people.
Amen. All right, look, listen, Miss Madyson, or Madyson Symphony. I don't call you Miss Madyson. Make it sound,
Thank you.
Thank you so much for pulling up. Thank you so much for the conversation. I really enjoyed it. It's one of my favorite episodes. And thank you.
You said that to everybody?
No.
Yes. Liar. Yeah, you do.
I don't. I know I put you in the hot seat. I know it was kind of uncomfortable, but you made it through. Thank you so much. We're going to be supporting. We're going to be watching everything that you do. And next time you have another single, make sure you come back and, talk to us about it. Or when you put out the album.
EP. Album is going to be taking big steps.
When you put out the EP, or when you do your next show, make sure you invite us. Okay?
Of course.
And we'll be in the building, all right?